Hello friends and welcome to our channel, Mornings at Sunrise Cottage. This is Vicki Ann and today our video is about getting a new roof. Well, when we first moved here and had the house checked, they noticed that some of the screws in the metal had kind of backed out. That kind of worried us. They fixed it. But it kind of worried us because we'd had a roof that was metal blow off of a building a couple years ago and had to replace it. So we had that roof taken off. We had Lowe's do our roofing and they took that roof off. And we knew there was another roof under it because the guy that lived here before told us that. And when they took it off, that roof was so pretty. I loved the color of it. But as it happens, that color is not something they're selling right now. They change the color of roofing every so many years. And that was not one that they were using. And it had not hurt it as much as I had thought. There was just one place where the roofing had come off of it. And that was at the front gable on the left. There was some come off up the little place between the two roofs, and then some had come up off the gable itself. So anyway, we had it re-roofed, and we had to wait quite a while because it's hard to get roofing material right now. And the morning that they were going to do the roof, I happened to walk out and I was looking down at the roofing, and half of it was I think it's called weathered wood, what we had put on, but the other half of it was charcoal. Well, that sent me into a panic, but I called them, and they, as you can see in the video, they brought out more roofing and exchanged it. So we didn't have a problem with that. We had to wait I guess it was 4 weeks or between 4 and 6 weeks to get it put on because they have a lot that's being put on at the present time. But we had a great crew, I'm going to have to say. You can see them now taking the second roof that was under the metal roof off. We didn't get a lot of video of that first roof because we're keeping that roofing. You can see the metal down there. We pulled, as soon as they dropped it off in the yard in the front, we pulled all that metal over underneath the front of our truck barn. And so during the first day, we got all of it over there, and we're going to use that for various little projects we're going to do. We always do raised bed gardens, so that's going to be some of our materials, probably for our raised bed gardens. But anyway, they took that roof off, and I loved the roof underneath. But they went ahead and they took that off. They were really hard workers. They worked from 7 a.m. The second day. It took them 2.5 days to do the roof. The first day, I think they got here about 9. And they had to because that metal roof was so slippery. I know you saw at the beginning the little pieces of some type of material they had up there, and they were using that to keep from sliding off of that roof. So they got that off, and it was amazingly, I think it was about 2.5 hours they got all of that roof off, maybe 3, but it was really quick. And then after they got that off, they took this off, and by the end of day 1, when you get on over here, when they get through with taking all of this roof off, they put a covering over the roof. And they got all of that done by the end of the second day. No, by the end of the first day. And then the second day, they went back and put the roof on. And then they had to come back for a while on day 3 I think they did some of they put that top layer there where it meets in the center, they put that on, and maybe worked on the little safe room on the right. If you'll look at this video up to the right, you can see the room with the metal right now where I'm talking. Well, when the two previous owners ago, he lived in it 16 years, I think. But when he lived here and it came that storm in London and took part of the roof off, he added a security or safety room. And he put a little room over here to the right, and it has 16 inches solid concrete with rebar in it on every single part of it, plus a steel door, because he was afraid of the storms, I guess. So we have that, and we're really glad that we do have that in case there is a storm. But we just use it, I actually use it for a backup, a little pantry is what I use it for, because we don't have a pantry in the house. But they took this all off, and notice the kind of roof. That roof looks brand new, the wood does. It looks so good. When they took that all off, I was extremely surprised. We had been up in the loft and looked at it from the inside, and everything looked great, but it looked excellent. And then it had all of this black paper underneath. And they put the new stuff on it that they use now. And they put everything new right from the roof out. Now you can see this is where the truck brought the new shingles. And he just parked right there in the road, and he got those shingles out in no time flat. And he took back the ones that were not the correct color. He got those out of the way. And did just a great job. So we have been really happy with our roofing job. And this makes roof number 4 that we've had put on by Lowe's, and we've been happy with it each time. And I was kind of a little bit leery because I knew the person that does it in Leslie County and Perry County, so I was a little bit leery over here, but everything worked out well because I didn't know anyone here. And they brought this little trailer, and they put all of their garbage in it, and they cleaned up extremely well after they got everything put on. And they got all the nails up and everything, so we were happy about that we didn't have to go back and do any cleanup. And Neil did all these videos. These are all done with a drone, and he would just fly it up there ever so often during the different days and get a little snapshot of what they were doing at that time. You can see what a short amount of time it took that fella to bring all of that over and get it exchanged. And up to the top right of the picture right now, you can see that little square of material they used. And what that would do if they start to slide on the roof, and I did see them slide on the roof, they would just throw that down and they could catch themselves on the metal roof with it. Now you can see they've gotten almost half the shingles off here. And that was a really hard job. And they went around and picked every single bit of that stuff up that they threw off the house, and they put those tarps down to catch a lot of it as much as they could. And then they put the black just around the edges, and then they put that white all the way across, and then they put some type of edging, a starter strip I guess, on the edging to start the shingles. And this was all on day one. Now this was something that intrigued both Neil and me. They had this little attachment for a ladder that you could put your shingles on, and it just raised those up. You pressed it with your foot and it raised it up, and then you could let it back down and put your next load of shingles on. I don't think I ever saw them put but one at a time on it. There might be a weight limit on it, but and you can see how much material came off of that house that they have in the back of that truck. And that does not include all of the metal roofing, because we took that already and put it in the garage. So that is strictly the shingles and the paper that was under the shingles. Now this is day 2. And you can see they've already got a good start on it here. But the color of this is called weathered wood, and it matches our house exactly. So we're really happy with the way the color came out and the job that they did overall. Neil's going in now so you can see the paper that they put on there underneath. This is basically the whole roof. They still don't have the parts that go down the top. You can see Neil there flying the drone. Neil did a flyover at this point. And for a close-up, we've got a lot of cleaning to do on the vinyl on this house, but I think that's going to wait till spring. It's a little too late in the season to do that now. Now you can see they have, I think, the whole entire house completed now. So Neil wanted to do a flyover so you could see all of it. And here's the back. He's going to come down over the front. that has this really big job over with, and we are so pleased to have it over with. The colors look a little more like charcoal than they are. They're actually the same exact color as the darkest part of our brick on the house, so we really like the color of the way it came out. And friends, thanks for watching, and we hope to see you back next week. And next week you will be seeing us organize our office and get ready for a family meal. Our grandkids are coming in, so we're actually looking forward to that tremendously. So that will be some of the things that you'll see on our video next week. Thanks for watching, and may God bless you and your family this week. And as Neil does a last flyover, I'll say bye, friends.